Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today I would like to welcome you back to Kingdoms and Castles Mervdonia thrives, as it always has. No problems whatsoever. This city island never again will deal with the issues of the past. Potentially, maybe, sort of. I could be lying. Hi, how you doing? Merv's talking to me right now, as you can probably tell, and it's actually kind of cool because it just feels like I'm having some sort of conversation with him. He doesn't stop talking. What? What do you want, parrot? What do you want to know about this desolate plain that we call existence? Nothing? Okay, then we can have a conversation about cheese, if you wish. I like cheese. I don't know much variants or names of cheese because there's too many types for me to really think of right now. And I'm not the kind of person to remember names that sort of prevalently. So we're not going to talk about that at all. In fact, we're just going to live our lives and hope that it goes well. We will continue to expand the gatehouse sort of military checkpoint that we have right here by adding a few more towers onto it. And they should probably also be of increased size. As he just sort of continues to talk over me in a very humorful way, which is kind of cool, I suppose. I'm sort of curious if I should put 2 more crossbow towers there. Maybe. Thinking it might be a good idea just because of how defenseless this section's going to be. That's pretty much the whole point of this gatehouse. If anyone comes from here, at least we've got some sort of defenses that might be able to sort of tower over them. Viking invasion. Oh! And from what direction other than our most vulnerable one? Of course. Hopefully they will be taking some fire here. However, it looks like they're parking pretty much early enough where it's going to be a little bit of a problem for us. Hopefully we can dispatch them before they cause too much of a ruckus, but it looks like that might not very much be the case. The ones over here will be the biggest issue. We've killed one of them already, thankfully. The other 2, though, are pretty much wrecking havoc. Untamed. Oh, no, looks like we did kill the other 2. That's good. I'm not sure if they've made them weaker. This, however, is just an absolute cluster for them. Holy hell. Does that damage them or the boats? It looks like it damages them. Okay, that's good to know. It looks like we've killed 2 of them pretty much immediately. These crossbow towers really working out right now. And the others moving on. Oh, no. Thankfully, it's just the catapult towers, so we don't need to worry that much. What I will do, however, is remove these blocks, because I'm actually going to make that double sort of... I'm calling them crossbows again, aren't I? That's not what they are, Innkeeper. You need to learn. You just need to use that little brain noggin of yours. Eventually, you might get somewhere in this, once again, desolate plain. I guess we'll just not worry about that for now. The main issue I've got, really, is that the catapults are just sort of destroying our infrastructure in a way that I don't particularly like the idea of. Not to mention, there's been a little bit of minor damage over here that we can easily repair, which we will be getting done pretty much this instant. Also, this tower right here has also been destroyed, and a little bit of fire damage, but oh well, who cares about a bit of fire damage? I'm sure it's fine. In fact, we've already repaired the issue. They're just sort of running around now, just sort of not really too sure as to what they should really be doing. Eventually they will find out, but not at the moment. Which also should expand the bridge right here as it has been destroyed. Still kind of annoyed there are no stone bridges. Maybe of a slightly larger width so it looks a little less strange. These wooden bridges just don't seem like they should really be of a... I don't know. They just don't seem stable. And they're really not, you know. One of those boats can just sort of pretty much go right over them. We're also still waiting for these piers to be constructed, which is why I needed to repair that bridge. Not to mention, repairing the bridge also helped us do many things with our life, which is also good. This is pretty much the focus of today's session. Will we be able to get this done in today's session? You know, we're definitely nearing the end of the series, I think. Look at this. There's so much that's been constructed. Mervdonia. It's a beautiful, heavily fortified island city, sorry, that I'm very happy about. Food is starting to dwindle ever so slightly, though. We should probably keep sort of building a few more farms over here just to keep everything nice and busy. Should get rid of that one for the time being. I just want this bit done. I only want a few. You know, we've got quite a large number of idle workers. I want to keep them just building. We are only producing 70 stone per year. So, you know, it's going to take us a while to really catch up to the requirements. Not to mention, excuse me, damage control, which is a problem over here. A dragon has been sighted, but that's got pretty much the easiest thing that we can deal with. I keep burping a bit. I do apologize. That's why I keep sort of randomly That's why I stop talking randomly every now and again. It's not just the burping. It is the slight fatigue. But that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. Getting a good look at these cracks right here. I'm just sort of feeling like... Can't tell if they're just drawn on or if it's another effect. Like another stage of its life. Where it's just an entirely different 3D model that has the sort of crack in it. I don't know. It looks 3D-ish though, but I don't think it is. I think it's 2D. Yeah, it's definitely 2D. It's a good effect. I'll give them that. Especially this. Look at that. Yeah, it's definitely 2D from there. Looks more like cobblestone path if you look at it from a particular angle. I think I'm crazy. That's fine. Let's build these towers as high as we can have them be. Which is not very high, unfortunately. We'll build these 2 walls. I think that will let us sort of keep going with it. Yeah, it will. I think it's a case of we build high enough with these. Like this. Then that and that. Then that and that. Is that high enough? No, it's not. Okay. What I'll do is cancel the construction here and here. There we go. That way, they won't construct these. Once I get enough stone to add another layer to both of these, then that's what I will do. I don't want to have a wall constructed here because I feel like it might take the prioritization away. It might also cause an obstruction because it seems kind of strange what counts as an obstruction in this game. I did start my timer. Might be a good idea to actually do that. It's fine. We've got it done now. Makes it easier to sort of, you know, cut the episodes apart. Not to mention, time management is important. Very important. People are not very good at it. You know what? I need a drink. Speaking of time management, it makes me thirsty, apparently. Ah, lovely. There's a nice sort of red hue outside. It's quite nice. Considering it's October? I can't believe it's nearly the end of October. I mean, it's going to make it a bit strange saying that. Don't know when this is going to be uploaded. But I still can't believe it's nearly the end of October. This year has been so quick. It's been the quickest year of my life. And you know what? I keep saying that. This is what they always say. Oh, you know, life's going to go by once you get older. Very much is. Okay, I feel like an old man. I mean, well, physically, 23. Mentally, I'm 87. I say this all the time. Not really the case, because I have the wisdom of a 23-year-old. Would be interesting to have the wisdom of a 87-year-old in a 23-year-old's body. I'm sure you could probably do a lot with that wisdom in your lifetime. But alas, that is not the case, and we're pretty much just looking at this gatehouse slowly constructing itself to fruition and being happy with the progress that's being made. The thing that I'm not really happy about is all this damage. But of course, we do have a mason who, as you can see right here, is repairing. And the mason is right there. They take a little while to get the job done, but we really only need one of them. Kind of, maybe. We're also missing an archery tower here, which is really annoying. So, oh, and also a wall. When was this destroyed? This must have been a while ago. There we go. We'll get that done. Anywhere else that I'm missing out on? Oh, yeah, an archery tower right there. Why is that? Oh, it's a different level. Okay, it looks less weird now. This bit as well. The only reason I don't have anything there is because it would be too odd. Even though that's kind of odd, but it's on a different level, so it doesn't count. Also, this here is a bit weird, but then again, there's a double there, 2, 2, 2. So you know what? It still counts. That's fine. I think we're all good. I think I'm over-exaggerating just how bad this could really be. So instead, I'm just sort of going to continue to observe, as I usually do. How's everyone doing? Are they moving around? I don't want to zoom in too much. Zoom in. The way I said zoom there was really strange. Zoom in. Too much. Because otherwise the music would be very loud, which means I can't really select people here. I don't know how to say that name. Let's just ignore that one. Oh my god. Havak, I don't know. English. I can't. It's too much for me. Also, the archery tower here needs to be constructed. Small, minor repair works here and there. I need lots of water today, apparently. Oh, it's been very busy, to say the least. Now I'm just waiting until this gets constructed so that we can actually start sort of expanding the walls around this new island that we've got. Ready and waiting to see its maker. I'm going to be taking a poor posture position because it is, oddly enough, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. What kind of statue are we going to put here? Where the hell's the statue? Oh, right, yeah, there we go. We've got the queen here. We've got the lord here. Where's the king, then? Like a lord and a queen. In Fig we trust. It must be a meme of some sort. Guardian of the forest and all its creatures. Really? Lord of the forest? And then we've got the queen, Islay, right here. I guess we can have the queen. She seems more centered to me, just because the sword is sort of in the middle there. We'll probably have it right here, I think. And then surround it with pathways. And then the rest of it's probably just going to be mansions and all sorts of other bits that are going to help to keep the island alive. Not to mention, we also need to have a walkway going to here at some point. This actually is going to look quite nice now that I think about it, because we can actually have a bridge going across here if we wish. Of course, this will end up being in the way, which is why that might not end up working out. But it's something we could do, and that's all that matters. Speaking of what matters, we need to also put one more level on this. There we go. Weird how I can just do this. It's definitely an exploit. If you want a really, really, really tall tower, just do that. You won't even need that much wood, or stone even, because you can just recycle. Right, okay, not true. You need to have the equivalent amount. Not to mention extra, so that you can actually make the main sort of tower before you place this one down. Merv's like mucking around here. Can't stop looking at the castle. It's just quite nice. I like it. Although I've realized now this is no longer the only place that has the taller gatehouses. But I kind of like that this does have the taller gatehouses. It makes it seem like a far richer zone. The main issue I've got right now is that it's taken us a long time to haul all this stone. Pretty sure all of it is just stored here at the moment. Got a good number of people working the quarries. In fact, there's so many people working the quarries. There's no one really taking any stone out. Why? There's so many idle workers. You think they'd be able to do it. It's the same thing over here as well. Blacksmiths also. Maybe the storage area is full? There's a lot of wood in there. It does seem full to me. Yeah, there's too much wood. Where's all the wood? Well, I know where all the wood's coming from. Maybe we should make another storage area here just to sort of keep it stockpiled. Maybe one there in the corner. We can turn this into a road just to make things a bit quicker for them. Not the end of the world. I think it's just going to make things a bit quicker. I want to see what happens once it gets constructed. Maybe they will start hauling all the stone over. And then everyone will recognize where the stone is and actually be a little bit quicker at production. We will have nothing else. Just stone. Stone and armaments? Okay, maybe stone and armaments. At least we're producing stone now, because we're actually moving it. There's only one person that seems to be working here, though. But at least they're moving it, which is nice. In fact, I kind of want them to not bother moving the tools. We don't need them. They're just taking up space. I'd rather just haul the stone. It's going to make life a lot quicker. You're basically the pack mule people in Stronghold. Just haul it. That's it. Right, anyway. How are we doing over here? Nearly at the top. It's going to be even level soon. Just 4 more wood there, and then 5 wood and 2 stone. Seems like wood's mostly the issue than stone by the looks of things. It's quite the distance as well. We have to remember that. I wonder if any paths are destroyed that's causing a bit of an obstruction. Bit of congestion even. Doesn't look like it. If you could grab stone from these 2 piles as well, that would also be ideal. Looks like you can't store much here. You can only get to about that high. Maybe we stop holding certain resources here. Charcoal's still good. Our happiness is also 75, which is quite nice considering the amount of money that we're making per year from the increased double taxation. I'm pretty sure that you're taking free from this tax or treasury room and another free from this one. Did we want a gatehouse here? Is this something we were meant to do a while ago and just forgot about? I don't think so. I think this was meant to act as sort of a main doorway. I think we're fine. Year 316. Oh, wow. Time does fly. Okay, so now it's just 2 here and 2 here, and that's pretty much going to do it for the whole lot, I suppose. Now we're going to get the ballistas that put in. I called them ballistas as well. Didn't call them crossbows this time. Very happy about that. I feel like I'm learning as a human being. I'm using my ability to learn and adapt to my surroundings, and I'm just very happy to be a part of this newfound existence that I'm a part of. It's fantastic. This area is so heavily fortified, it's crazy. Once we get all of this put in, do we want to make the walls a bit taller? I think I do. Just a smidge bit makes it seem like more of a fortress. I don't know, I like that 1 block indent though, but it's also kind of low powered. You know, it's not... It doesn't seem very menacing to me. Seems a bit low to the ground. Let's try 1 block higher. That might look a bit better. Might. Not saying it will. In fact, I probably should have only tried it with one block first on this side just to see. We'll find out though, because it will probably end up being the same level as the stone gate here, which is kind of what I'm looking for. Kind of what I am looking for. This is going to cost us a little bit more money in tax, not to mention idle people, which is currently at 982. Because that's a lot of people. How are we doing on storage now? Yeah, it's definitely a few extra areas, although I think we're running out of storage space. I can't tell. Does it tell you the maximum and I'm just missing it? It just says how much we've stored, but not that there is a maximum. But the thing is, it looks like there is one because it looks like there's limited sort of storage capacity, physically speaking. I don't know if maybe they just store it and it disappears into an ether as a number until they pick it up and then it spawns it in. I don't know. I think the best assumption to make is just to, well, just look at it and think that it must be sort of restricted by some sort of physical space barrier that I am noticing, but for some reason lack the ability to comprehend, because why should I bother comprehending things apparently? Look, you expect too much from me. I like this bit. Look at that. That's so cool looking. That bit, not so much. It looks like they only appear from one direction. So this bit, not so much. This bit, cool looking. That's all that matters, really. Just this bit. Nothing else. Why would anything else matter? This is screenshot worthy. I'm taking a screenshot. I did it. You couldn't stop me. Even if you tried. In fact, one second. Let me take a screenshot without all this mess in the way. Or without Merv going... There we go. These screenshots are good for thumbnails, which is why I'm doing. He's got this one right here. This one's kind of generic. This one's also kind of generic. I prefer to take screenshots in the summertime. It looks a lot nicer. Not saying that the winter's not nice. Was there a snowy effect before? I'm pretty sure there was. Although it's sort of starting above the clouds, which is quite interesting. But, oh well. I guess we'll just ignore that slight flaw. It's not the end of the world. This is ruining my immersion. Exactly, Merv. Merv's more annoyed than I am. I'm fuming. We should also put some archery towers right here. I'd kind of like to be on... Well, actually, I wouldn't like to be on this archery tower. Now that I'm thinking about it. Or towers. Also, what's our money situation? Okay, we've lost a little bit of financial gain. But that's not the end of the world. This is a problem. Yeah, it is a bit of a problem, isn't it? I need to make a dockyard along here, I think. That's a good point. I didn't think about making a dock. That'd be kind of cool. But it'll need to be 1 block along. Now, the reason this is a big deal is because if I don't, this corner isn't... It's going to look weird. Because I would like... The corners always should be a tower. To sort of disassociate or to make the wall look more interesting. If this is a tower, it's going to be the same size as the gatehouse, and it's going to look a bit weird. So, yeah. I'm going to have to make this into a pier. Of at least that long, maybe. And then maybe it will go in from there. And from that, we can't do much. Not from there, no. Maybe we go all the way along. But then it ends up hooking up in a weird direction from there. That's a good point, Merv. God, you're a smart one, aren't you, Parrot? Look at you. Look at you. You know what? We can still do this. If we what I did before, if I recall correctly, was I'd have the wall, but then I'd have gatehouses to sort of disconnect the actual... the actual area. And I kind of want a dock, because I think it would look cool. And it's also something else for us to really add to the whole building. But I think it should go along by one more.